here are 4 things, 4 indications that you need to immediately move away from a person or cut them off in order to protect yourself and your energy. Number 1, they lie. Okay, this is number 1. You've noticed that they lie, or that they are always in some type of chaotic situation, or they're always caught up into some drama. They have bad character. Okay, so this is number 1. If a person is always lying, or if they're always in chaos or calamity, if you are attached to this person, you will have less control over your life. Having control over your life is imperative because it allows you to direct it the way in which you want it to go without having catastrophic events take place unknowingly or unbeknownst to you. A person who is always into some mess, that's always got some craziness going on with them, will introduce chaos into your life and therefore threaten the peace and the protection that you have over your life and your energy. This goes for the people that are in your life as well. The people that you are connected to, if they are connected to somebody else who's always lying or always got some chaotic-ish going on in their lives, it will bleed over into your situation, into your world. So you need to cut these types of people off, or you need to make sure the people that are connected to you are not connected to people that are like this. This is especially true for parents, okay? Because you have children, especially if they're like young teenagers, middle school, stuff like that. You have to make sure that your children are not connected to other children who are chaotic, who are liars, manipulators. You have to make sure of this because eventually shit don't hit the fan. So you have to physically sit them down and explain to them what I'm explaining to you. Do not allow people in your life that you have seen and witnessed and experienced them having chaotic situations, or they're always in drama, or if they are a liar will always bring some bullshit to your front door. Always. So that's number 1. Cut this type of person off. Number 2, a person who cannot take accountability for their own actions. A person who cannot take accountability for their own actions will always do some ish and then blame it on the next person, or expect for other people to clean up their mess. This leads to chaotic situations and gaslighting. Number 3, they cannot admit when they're wrong. Taking accountability for your actions is different than being able to admit when you're wrong. They go hand in hand, but they are definitely not the same. A person can't admit when they're wrong, but they won't do anything about what they did. That's not taking accountability for your actions. So, a person who cannot admit when they are wrong will never take accountability for their actions. This leaves you open to any and everything that they are willing or can conjure up in their minds to do to you or around you. Because when this hits the fan, it doesn't matter to them because they don't have to take accountability for it. Number 4, a person who dismisses your feelings, who belittles your feelings, like makes them like they're not as big as you feel like they are, or does not have compassion for the way that you feel. A person who does this will contribute to you having low self-esteem. You allowing it contributes to you having low self-esteem. So it's a two-way street here. Having low self-esteem leads to depression and anxiety. Depression and anxiety can lead to suicidal ideations and all the rest is the crazy mental health. So if you see any one of these 4 things, character traits in these people that you are dealing with, you need to immediately cut it off and move away. The first time it happens, because a person who does this. If they did it once, they'll do it again. I don't know a person who is honest, who knows how to take accountability for their actions. Let's just say that. I don't know a person who knows how to take accountability for their actions that does not take accountability for their actions. Or they believe, let me rephrase that, because there are people who know how to take accountability, but they won't. I don't know a person who believes in taking accountability for their actions that does not take accountability for their actions. And as I was saying before, I don't know a person who's honest who would lie. Unless, of course, they're in a dangerous situation and you need to return that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? But what you see is what you get. You don't need it to happen multiple times to understand that this is who this person is. Who they are is how they present themselves. A person can only be who and what they are. So you need to stay away from all four of these traits when you see them, because like I said, it'll help you have more control over your life. And it will also allow you to keep your self-esteem intact. When you have more control over your life, you mitigate a lot of situations that would end you up in like prison or jail. And you also avoid situations that lower your self-esteem, that would have you in a position to feel depressed or anxious. Your self-esteem is the only thing that you have that allows you to comfortably sit inside of your body and have peace. It's your self-esteem. Now, I have had to explain this to young children, young impressionable children, teenagers. So if you have any, everything that I just told you, you have to tell them this, because they don't know. And then they will go out into the world and they will allow people to misuse them or mistreat them. And then they have this childhood trauma that when they get older, they have to work through. So if you have any or you know any, explain this to them or show them this video. And make sure you tell them, don't bring weapons to school. You actually have to say that. There are a lot of things that you don't think that you have to say to people, but you don't know what they know. So just like I'm explaining this to you, you need to explain this to your teens. Scratch that. All children, all people, everywhere. You have to know this. This is the basics of social interaction in order to protect your energy and to have a good life. Make sure you hit that like button, okay? Make sure you subscribe or follow for more. And don't forget to leave me a tip at www.guysstoploud.com. The link is either in the description box or the bio. I love you. Mwah.